Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video we are going to be checking out the best gaming keyboards that you can buy in 2022. I made this list based on my personal opinion and hours of research, and this list is for the best gaming keyboards for every kind of gamer. Whether you're a cherry red or a razor green person, there's something out there for you. These are all gaming keyboards each of us has tested vigorously in our home and work life. If you want more information and updated pricing on the keyboards mentioned, check the links in the description below. 7th keyboard on our list is HyperX Alloy Elite RGB, the gaming keyboard with extra flash and features. For a board that can be illuminated in up to 16.9 million colors, the HyperX Alloy Elite sports a relatively simple aesthetic while still packing the features we expect out of a quality gaming keyboard. What makes HyperX's pudding keycaps unique is the side of each key is translucent, allowing for a more dramatic increase in RGB light to escape. It comes in your choice of cherry brown, blue, and red. What it lacks in a dedicated macro column, it makes up for with its reasonable price and quality, durable design. The top steel plate gives the Elite 2 the sturdy feel of a premium keyboard. The fact that this thing weighs over 3 pounds means it will stay put no matter how vigorously you type. The price of HyperX Alloy Elite RGB is $110. The HyperX Alloy Elite RGB leaves no feature box unchecked. It's equipped with dedicated media controls, USB 2.0 pass-through at the top of the keyboard, and a detachable wrist rest. It also includes an extra set of silver keycaps for WASD and the first 4 number keys to up its aesthetics. The board supports full-end key rollover, meaning you never have to worry about key presses not registering. There are some odd omissions, though. For a start, there's no wrist rest or any extra keycaps, but it would have been sweet to see a wrist rest or even a keycap remover for easy cleaning. 6th keyboard on our list is Wooting 2HE. The Wooting 2HE looks decent, but it doesn't appear all too different from the mechanical gaming keyboards we've come to know. It's a little more boring than most in appearance, with some nowadays taking extra to a whole new level. Wooting helped usher in the analog age of gaming keyboards, and it's still ruling the roost with every new keyboard it designs. The latest, the Wooting 2HE, uses magnets and the Hall effect to achieve what is an incredibly accurate analog movement across every key on the keyboard. And because every key is analog, you can use the analog functionality to your advantage in heaps of interesting ways. The keyboard is solid, well-built, and comes with a 2-year warranty. If a switch breaks, you can swap it out, as the board itself is hot swappable. That's one benefit of there not really being all that many mechanical moving parts with a magnetic lacquer switch, and another is that there's less to break in the first place. The price of Wooting 2HE is $200. The Wooting 2HE is analog at its very best, and if you want heaps of customizability, this is the gaming keyboard for you. 5th keyboard on our list is kron K2, the most affordable wireless keyboard. The kron K2 redefines affordability for wireless gaming keyboards. In the eyes of gas, a great entry-level keyboard can act as a gateway into the wider world of mechanicals. Starting at just $69, you get a decent-sized gaming keyboard with great wireless functionality and Gateron mechanical switches for your money. Its design is simple with gray ABS keycaps and a slightly more compact 84-key layout that only skimps out on the numpad and offers a slightly squashed nav cluster. Whilst I've previously argued that 60% compact keyboards may be the way to go if you're a space-savvy gamer, the kron K2 75% offer may just make me rethink that decision. You're also looking at decent overall build quality, and the triple device connectivity definitely makes short work of switching devices or locations through the working day. With that said though, sometimes it can feel like a cheap keyboard. The switches aren't the best around, but they're pretty impressive nonetheless at this price. As for backlighting, there are 4 levels of lighting to choose from, and a load of standard lighting effects. It's nicely vibrant and crisp and offsets the darker keycap coloring nicely, but it's a little bit of a pain having to cycle through all the presets to get to the static lighting mode. And with the battery at a 4,000 capacity, the K2 can go the distance with or without backlighting. You'll get 68 hours with full lighting and 240 hours without, meaning you can go weeks without touching the charging cable. All in all though, if you're looking for an entry-level mechanical keyboard, this is a good choice, especially if you're working from home and using multiple devices. That's not even considering its wireless capability, which really feels like the icing on the cake of the already impressive kron K2. 4th keyboard on our list is Logitech G915 Lightspeed, the best wireless gaming keyboard. If you've got your heart set on a wireless keyboard, then the Logitech G915 is a great example of the genre. You'll be required to spend that little bit more for wireless functionality than what we tend to see for wired mechanical keyboards with similar features. The Logitech G915 is $250. There's a slightly cheaper TKL version, but not so much so that we'd instantly recommend it over the full-size model. What you get for that significant cash investment is a sleek and sturdy board plated in brushed aluminum. There are some smart media controls in the upper right-hand corner of the board, including a volume wheel that feels great to twizzle. and there's a handful of macro keys down the left side of the keyboard. These can be programmed to whatever you see fit on a per app or per game basis within the Logitech G software. Beneath that stylish exterior lies fantastically responsive Kyle-made GL key switches. You can pick from linear, tactile, or clicky, and we recommend the latter if you really want to make a racket. Third keyboard on our list is GSkill KM360, the most affordable mechanical keyboard. There is a trend towards $200 plus gaming keyboards in the market at the moment, but that doesn't mean there aren't quality mechanical switchboards available at a more reasonable price. Often you'll find these more budget-oriented options offering cheap switches from other manufacturers. But the GSkill KM360 comes featuring the classic Cherry 1010 red linear switch out of the gate and doesn't cost a bomb. If you can't cope without your gaming board being lit up like a rainbow, then you may be disappointed with the single color option. But damn, the white LEDs on this GSkill board are the brightest I've ever seen. Normally I like to keep it max brightness all day long, but the KM360 would burn out my retina if I did. It is very bright, but at least the lack of rainbows has helped to keep the price at a more reasonable level. The price of GSkill KM360 is only $59. This TKL board is basic, but what it does is it does very well. It's solid, well-built, reliable, and looks pretty decent too. I was a little disappointed at the lack of wrist rest and the fact there's no pass-through or media controls, but I'll happily give those a pass in favor of affordable functionality. The second keyboard that I have added to this list is Everest Max. All things to all people, that's almost what the Everest Max gaming keyboard represents, and it's one of my favorite designs since it first landed on my desk. I don't always need the numpad on a full-size keyboard, but it certainly comes in handy sometimes during the workday. When I'm gaming though, all I want is a compact TKL board to get my mouse and keyboard hands closer together and give me more desktop real estate to fling around my rodent. That's what the Everest Max offers, the flexibility to have your TKL cake and eat your numpad. Use your numpad, whatever. The magnetically attaching numpad module can be attached to either side of the base mechanical TKL board and is completely hot swappable. The keyboard is admittedly costly. The price is $270. Everest Max kit also comes with a plush magnetic wrist rest, a media module with discrete controls, and an LCD screen. It's also a board for the keyboard enthusiast, with a base that allows you to pull out switches at will and replace them as easily as just pushing them in. Against the likes of glorious keyboards, it's a supreme attempt at crafting completely modular gaming keyboards, which can house any hot swappable mechanical switches you can buy. The base keyboard features 2 plates of milled aluminum, forming an incredibly solid frame, with the all-important all-around RGB LED strip in between them. It also comes with a nifty USB 3.2 Gen 1 hub on the rear, cable routing for its Type-C connection on the underside, and a set of magnetic feet you can build up to give you an angle to type on. I've had not a single issue with the Everest software either, not in use anyway, and I've been messing around with it a whole lot, from adding in new images and program launching buttons to customizing the media dock with my own gurning doom face. The first keyboard that I have added to this list, Corsair K100 RGB Optical. The best gaming keyboard for everyone. When you want to go the extra mile and upgrade to the absolute best of the best, it's hard to find a more premium option than the Corsair K100 RGB. Be warned, though, this is a big keyboard. Its enormous footprint still requires some desk clearing before it can be nested comfortably. But feature-wise, the K100 RGB's got it all. There's an aggressive amount of RGB in this keyboard too. Bright lights aside, Corsair's new OPX optical mechanical switches can be found under the Corsair K100 RGB Optical's PBT double-shot keycaps. It's worth noting from the outset that the OPX switches are still digital units, not the variable analog type that can be found in the likes of the Wooting keyboards, which can detect how far down the key is pressed and respond by turning harder. Still, the switches feel great for typing, with a 1mm actuation point and 45 grams actuation force, bottoming out at 3.2 mm. These keys are very sensitive. When it comes to software, Corsair Axon hyperprocessing technology supports a native polling rate of 4000 Hz, though it's set to 1000 Hz by default. You can even use the little issue wheel on the top of the board to play around with the lighting. All in all, you're looking at an excellent key response, a decent spread of keys for most hand sizes, a satisfying tactile click to each press, and wonderfully dimpled keys to help you rest your fingers when you're not pressing down. While this all seems quite obvious, it shows that the K100 RGB nails the basics, as well as including the fancy extras, and that's why it's top of the list. The price of Corsair K100 RGB Optical is $199. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and leave us a like, and make sure to subscribe for more videos. And for more information and updated pricing on the keyboards, check the links in the description below. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.